This is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. I am here with Luca Vitiello from Fanti, all the way from Montalcino. How are you today, sir?
Great, how are you?
Fantastic. Now, this is a return visit to Good Food Revolution, but today we're here to speak about something very particular, and that is your 2010 vintage. So,
Correct.
where do we begin?
Well, first, let me thank you for having me at this interview again. What I want to tell is that, as you said, this is a really special vintage, as the whole wine world has been talking about this vintage for the last 5 years,
Yes.
since we harvested the grapes in 2010. And the reason is that, in fact, we had a beautiful, perfect vintage in 2010. The weather conditions were absolutely amazing, and the whole year was absolutely perfect for the wine, as we had a cold winter, snowfalls, and we had a dry and warm summer.
Yes.
Occasional rainfalls during summer, and then the last part of the ripening process went on smoothly till the end of September, so we were able to harvest perfectly sound grapes by the last week of September.
So you feel that the hype around the vintage is fully justified then?
Yes, it is. It is absolutely justified.
And the resultant wines at the very end of the day, once you've actually aged them for a little bit, how are they showing right now, and how do you think they will evolve in the future?
Well, I think the wines. Well, let me say that the Fanti style, as far as the Brunello is concerned, is focused on approachability and drinkability at an early stage and ageability. So such a vintage helps in reaching that goal, as we think that these wines now are in a perfect balance. They are young. They are, of course, showing fruit mostly, but at the same time, they're already in a perfect drinking condition. So the tannins are not too astringent and aggressive. The acidity just make them fresh, but it's not too sharp. And the tannins are sweet, and the wine is really enjoyable now. Of course, that said, the wine will age very well. We have a good level of alcohol, we have a nice acidity, as I said, and tannic structure. So these three factors, of course, will drive the wine through the next 20 years.
20 years, interesting.
Yeah, I would say 20 years, it's minimum, yeah.
Now, we also have a new addition to your stable there on the left-hand side. Would you mind telling us a little bit about that new bottling?
Of course. This is a big news at Fanti, as this is the first time that we release this wine. This wine is the Brunello di Montalcino Vallocchio, which is, in a sense, it's a cru. It's not a single vineyard, but it's the result of 4 30-year-old vineyards in a specific area of our estate, which is called, in fact, Vallocchio.
Oh, so it's four vineyards brought
it is
together.
4 vineyards, right? It is 4 vineyards, and we've been actually working on this project for many years now. We've been checking the output of these 4 vineyards every year, as we vinify and age separately every vineyard anyway. So we were able to track the output of these vineyards down in the last 10 years. And then we decided to take advantage of 2010 vintage to bottle this wine separately.
And how would you say it differs from your Brunello di Montalcino? Because previously all of this fruit would have been going into your Brunello di Montalcino.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. The difference, I would say the difference is not in the style. So we do not have a different Brunello, but we have a Brunello which is at a higher stage in every sense. I mean that the tannic frame is more dense.
Yes.
The acidity is a little bit. It is a little bit more acidic, and the layers of complexity are more than the other one. So we have a step up from our regular Brunello, which I would love to say doesn't have any negative impact.
That was what I was wondering. Having taken out all of this premium fruit from your standard Brunello, I would be worried that it would lessen the quality of your Brunello.
And we were also worried about that in the past, and that's why we did not make it.
Right.
That is also why we did not make any reserve until 2007, for example. Because the regular Brunello, this one, is our flagship wine. So we do not accept any compromise on the quality of this wine. Yes. And we did not make any reserve, not even in the beautiful vintages like, I don't know, 97, 99 or 2001, 2004. We just decided to make one Brunello. Then, as time went by, the age of the vines grew older, and we realized it was time to make it, and we realized that we were able to have 3 different Brunellos, which are the regular, the Ballocchio, and the Riserva, maintaining the quality standards that we always had.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for bringing your new release Brunellos to Toronto today.
You're very welcome.
We look forward to seeing them in many of the restaurants and dining tables across Toronto and Ontario. And thank you very much for joining us at Good Food Revolution.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.